everybody, welcome back to the Donkey London channel. As you can see, we're in beautiful Cornwall today. We've got the beautiful S15, which I'm actually giving away in my comp. I thought I'd do a cheeky little review on the car today. The competition ends this Friday at midnight, so it's your last chance to grab some tickets and take home the keys. Connor's actually done a shitload of bits to this car. It used to originally be owned by Sophie, and yeah, over the time it's been transformed, it's been fully repainted. We just fit a brand new turbo on. It's got a GT 2871R, because Mr. John killed the old T28, naughty John. We sent it off to Midland Turbos last week. He literally turned it around in 2 days, so massive kudos to Liam. I put a couple of pictures on the screen so you guys can see it's brand spanking new, and we put a brand new actuator on there as well. She's running about approximately 350, 360 horsepower, and yeah, the car absolutely rips. As you guys know, these cars are worth a small fortune. Now this one's probably worth around 28,000 to 30,000 pounds, and it's mad to think, I mean, I gave 9 bags for my D1 SL S15. It wasn't a bit of a sorry state. Obviously we spent a small fortune on it over time, but it just gives you an indication these cars are now 3 times more valuable, and to a lot of people, even myself, they're not really attainable. The main thing today is to really show you how clean this car is, how much it rips. It's got lovely modifications on it, and yeah, like I said, one of you guys can literally take it home for 79p. Not only can you win a sick car, but you also enable me to make mad content. Obviously Connor at CM Customs is going to help me finalise and finish the JZX. And rest assured, when that car's ready, John is going to go full ham in this thing. It's got sequential gearbox, 1.5 JZ. It's going to be mad. Even if you buy 1 ticket, it's really going to help. If you buy hundreds of tickets, it's going to be even more beneficial, and obviously give you a much higher chance of taking this beast home. So yeah, I'm going to give you guys a little walk around. We'll go out for a few cheeky sends, mild sends, Mr. John, and yeah, show you how cool this car really is. This car's actually been fully repainted. A lot of these 15s and S-bodies now are really scruffy. A lot of them have been skidded. This one hasn't. It's just a very, very clean, streetable car. Quite literally immaculate. Bear in mind now it's a 51 plate, 2001, and my D and GCSE maths tells me that that's 23 years old. Got aero side skirts, proper rare now. These are very expensive. Aero rear spats. Got the original S15 spoiler with the sort of integrated brake light in the middle, which looks pretty cool. Show you guys the interior before we start going over some of the mods. Got original S15 seats, lovely condition, absolutely 0 bolts to wear. That's the rear as well. Seats again in lovely condition. You can't really fit many people in there. You could do some basic sort of shopping trips with your nippers and stuff, but probably wouldn't recommend for adults going to the south of France. Beautiful Monky London key tag. That actually adds 5 horsepower. That's dyno proven. And then this is cool. This is a Monky London lanyard, and I do this with all my cars. I kind of link them on the key, and I put the other side around the sort of wiper stalk. So if anyone tries to nick your car at the traffic lights, it's very hard to pull the key out. Original S15 steering wheel, quite rare these now. I mean, you don't really find most of these with stock steering wheels. You could always replace them with a keys racing or something, but I think it's quite sort of reminiscent of the car. It's a nice sort of street friendly car this. Got the Profit boost controller, running about 1.4 bar of boost, obviously on the GT 2871 turbo. Gives you ample power. A cheeky Monkey sticker conveniently placed over the speedo just in case. Dash is in good condition. There is a little sort of mark here where they've had a gauge or something up there. It is quite common with these S15 dashes, but not disastrous. And you know, for like I said, for a 23-year-old car, it's expected to have a few little bits of wear and tear everywhere. Nismo gear knob, that's 12 horsepower, dyno proven. Double DIN head unit. This is still in Japanese, but you could get a converter to make it into sort of Euro spec or British spec. Door cards are all in lovely condition as well. Chassis wise, we've got time coilovers all the way around, fully adjustable coilovers, and it's got a set of hard race camber arms on the back as well. Some of the bushes have been replaced, but the chassis is lovely and stiff on this. I wouldn't really make it any stiffer for a street car. It's got a welded differential, so you can guarantee them fat nuggets. Brakes are nice on this. We've got drilled and grooved discs, and we've got a set of 4-piston uprated calipers as well. Braking power on this is immense. It's got 5.1 fluid in it. As far as the brakes go with this power, absolutely ideal. On the back we've got the Blitz nut-spec exhaust, which sounds proper fruity. Exhaust sounds proper sick on this. All the Rice Krispies and the turbo noises on this, especially with this new Garrett turbo, sounds pretty sick. show you the crown jewels. Look how clean this is under here. This is literally immaculate for an S body. Absolutely minty fresh. It's very common on these for the turrets to go. As you can hear, she's absolutely purring. Camber adjustable top mounts. We've got the Cusco strut brace, stainless steel manifold, brand new rebuilt Garrett turbo. We've got all the hard pipe kit. We've got the intake kit, all the kits. GK Tech front cooling panel, which kind of allows the air to go into the radiator rather than up and over it. Blitz front mounted intercooler, which is a lovely bit of kit, super snug on these and obviously made to fit the car from factory. Engine's all been checked over, it's got brand new plugs in there, it's got a R35 GTR MAF, which is really cool, obviously slightly bit bigger than the original S15 one. Bonnet's all super clean. And yeah, relatively speaking, you know, not mental modifications, but enough to go and do some nuggets. Check out my Crocs. Oh, John's getting serious. We've been doing some croc pulls. But yeah, like I said today, you can't go mental. I'm trying to give this car away. One of you's going to be winning it. We don't need to sort of, yeah, you guys know what these things are all about. We don't need to sort of prove it, but yeah, we'll definitely do a few decent pulls and stuff. Let me know in the comment section as well. Do you guys like driving with the windows open? I always have to have it a little bit. I think the first thing we're going to go and do, just realised we've got absolutely zero fuel. So we're going to go and get some V power for it. Let me see if I can just find a petrol station. I forgot to mention as well, it's got an upgraded wall-blow fuel pump in it as well. And obviously it's got the welded diff as well, so if you are parking on gravel, you're going to make a bit of a noise when you're doing it. But these are the things you need to do to get the fat skids going. The diffs in these standard are all right. The LSDs, they're a bit, I mean, they're viscous LSDs, so they are a bit open and closed. They're a bit random, so I prefer personally to have a nice welded, or ideally really you want to get like a 1.5 way or a 2-way. I prefer 2 ways because then you get accel and deceleration. That just suits my aggressive driving style, John's aggressive driving style, but yeah, it depends what you want really. Not overly loud this, it does sort of pop and burble a bit. It's got a nice spicy tune from Martin, like I said, but it's not like ridiculously loud in this car. It's definitely a usable daily if you want to daily it. Road conditions today are a little bit sketchy. It's kind of half wet, half dry, which is always a bit of a nightmare when you're trying to sort of do a few nugs, but we'll kind of get a feel for it first and see what she's all about. There we go. I drove down in a really shitty Honda CR-V, so it definitely feels tighter. It's a lovely car, this look, proper drives nice and straight. And yeah, once we got the oil temps up, very important with these cars as well, the water temp is up because I've left it idling, but the differential, the gearbox oil, and the engine oil won't be up to temperature yet, so it is important to kind of get that up to temp before you start doing a few rags. I tell you now, it just feels a little bit crispier than before. You've obviously got that lovely roller bearing turbo, and I noticed as well when you kind of rev it up and you let off the gas, you can really kind of hear it spinning on idle, which is a sort of real thing about with a roller bearing turbo. They really like to spool. I'm just going to sort of have a little pull. Yes baby, mate, this sounds sick as well. The turbo noises are literally lovely on this car. Cheeky little turbo noises. As well, you've got to think it's only an SR20, it's 2 litre God's motor, but yeah, like even in 5th gear here, when you just do, you know, you've got ample torque really just to kind of cruise about and, you know, drive pretty easily. There's not a lot of turbo lag. Obviously the roller bearing turbo just makes it spool up that little bit quicker. Obviously if you do win it, please be sensible. I know you guys watch these videos and it's not like just to drive around like it's crazy. And to be fair, you know, the videos are edited. Like I say in these car reviews, 85% of the time I'm driving around like a granny speaking to the people, and then obviously John takes over, and we do have some sense, but they're usually on quiet, or they're on very quiet roads. We're not doing them in 30s and 40s, they're on Jordan national speed limits. And yeah, you know, just please, if you do watch them, just please be a little bit sensible, because it is very easy in a car like this. It's a proper driver's car. There aren't any electronic aids to kind of save you like the newer stuff, and you know, you've got to have your wits about you a little bit. So yeah, please just make sure you don't go too mad. I think we're about 4 minutes now away from the petrol station, which is good. Give it a couple of cheeky little nugs. Does sound sick. Guys behind me probably think I'm an absolute twat, but oh well. Shit, what side's the fuel cap on? I forget. Been a while since I've put fuel on. These are some right in it, yeah. Right, we've got some fuel. Look how sick this beast looks. Stunning car. Excuse the wind noise. Can't wait to do some nuggets. Just met this very nice gentleman. I'm gonna give him a quick little fist bump for my channel. Lovely to meet you, brother.
Yeah, cheers, boss.
He just told John where some roundabouts were. So if there's anything naughty in this video. Predictable, and they're just an absolute pleasure to drive. I mean, let me know what you think in the comment section, but I think modern cars have kind of lost their way a bit. You've got all this electric power steering, electric throttle. This is on a throttle cable, it's got hydraulic steering, and it's just a really nice place to be, a proper driver's car. I don't want to say it separates the men from the boys or from the ladies from the girls, but yeah, like these just are a really nice driving experience. S13s and 14s are lovely cars as well, but they do have sort of a slightly more front bias, and they can be a little bit more understeer, whereas they really smashed it out of the park with the S15. So credit to Nissan, and a real shame they never kind of made these cars again. I think it's best, leave it like that, just learn to balance the car with stock lock. As soon as you start getting crazy lock wise fat and shit, it's just like cheating effectively. Yes, if you're a pro driver, you can definitely utilise it and start doing some mental shit with it, but sort of needless to say, you don't need a lot of lock to do skids. On my S15, I actually just had the Geo Master, I think Geo Master 2, the knuckles from Driftworks, which are literally spot on. So yeah, I wouldn't go too mad really with the whole lock department until you kind of advance and learn how to skid properly. Let's send it, baby. Monky score of 32 out of 10. The only thing I will say about these Jap cars, they got the worst horns. I would actually upgrade a horn, maybe get some air horns or something, but look at this, it sounds absolutely like a noddy car. They do sound shit. As you guys can see, super controllable. Please don't emulate this if you watch the video. Yeah, love you guys very much. Thank you for bearing with me. Civic content coming up soon. I've idea with the European tour as well. If you guys want to watch, that's going to be sick. Obviously, please make sure you follow CM Customs. He's an absolute legend. He's really going to help me get this car to where it needs to be. And I'll tell you now, when that thing's ready, I'm going to absolutely send it. That's a promise. As I always say, make sure you give the video a like, put your comments down below. I'll do my best to get back to you. And yeah, look forward to seeing you soon.